Thank you for Wiretap Truths, Jesse Perez here. Thank you for joining us on our part two. We're a little longer. We're gonna not try to do this too much for you guys, but we
It
enjoy
is the
you guys.
season 2 finale, so
Season two finale. So we appreciate you guys coming over to the video, and we're just gonna finish off here. We were up to Boris ratting on everybody.
Yeah.
yep.
Well, also we realize these guys are in the wind, and notice like Daniel's realizing like they are too late. It's very similar to like that expression that Daniel's had after they in the previous episode when they find that they flushed all the cocaine away, and also when in the season one when they raid the terraces and they don't get anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's Daniel's that look of
Look,
disappointment and
telling you a
frustration
story.
is very much a theme. So they realize the cases are pretty much over. Let's all celebrate at a bar, right? And the way the characters are positioned, everything is like on purpose, right? Because Herc and Carver are sitting by themselves, and everyone else is like hanging out.
Yep.
Everyone's like, but they're not like that happy. They're disappointed because the top guys got away. McNulty and Greg's are learning this because they've been out on their own looking at the Barksdale investigation.
Oh wait, hold up, Jack. Before we get into that, the scene about we broke it down already about Fitz you talking. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get his dialogue. He said, where was it? No, I'm early. Never mind. That's my fuck up. Keep going, Jack. I'm early.
Yeah, they so
When he's talking to Daniels, you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm early.
Yeah.
I'm early. Keep going, Jack. My fault.
they're all disappointed, and I think Jesse pointed out that like Beatty was disappointed to see Jimmy
Talk to
flirting
Rhonda.
with
I kind
Rhonda.
of
You know
worded
what?
it a little differently. I said McNulty was being a fucking dickhead here.
I think
and
so.
went
Yeah.
to flirt with Perlman.
But
right
if you
in
look
front
at it though,
of
y'all,
his
when
face.
he goes to he does kind of walk by Beatty. It doesn't like
Mhm.
it's not like he just brushes her off. He
Yeah.
does go over
He
and
says like, "Hey, how's it going?"
talk to her a
And
little bit. But
That's
if
yeah.
you
even
look
more
at
of an asshole, bro. If I know
but
a
I
girl
think-
likes
he
me,
don't know.
and I'm gonna
He
say
don't know
hi.
that he don't know that she like him though.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
he
didn't
wasn't
have
over-
any. They didn't
he
have
wasn't
any like
over her
serious.
He wasn't over her house 2 episodes ago saying I gotta
It
leave
was
early.
just a beer. He took her
They were just
home.
having a beer, man. They weren't like
you know.
together. They didn't go on any dates.
Wait. We weren't talking about how cute they were together and they were flirting with each other back and forth.
Yeah,
So
It was
we
cute.
had like a whole
It was
30
cute,
minute.
but I don't think he is aware. Like, oh, she's really, really, really fond of him. Maybe.
Okay.
think
So
They
so
left it
Leland,
off
you
by
think
saying
that-
like,
all right,
let's just
so
be like coworkers and
we
like,
think
let's not.
McNulty is just not knowledgeable of this. So he's playing. So here goes innocent McNulty. I'm sorry. Here goes
He didn't do.
innocent
He didn't
McNulty
like be
saying
like,
hi
hey,
to
fuck
Beatty
off,
here.
toots. I'm gonna go talk to this other girl. No, he's like, hey, how's it going? And then I think what happened is Beatty's learning like that they have like
So
I
how did
guess,
he
like
know how to go to her at the end of season 3 and say, "Oh, maybe I should get you now"?
Because to play devil's advocate, when Lester is berating him, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you need something else outside of this police shit." And he's like what? Fucking figurines. And he's like, no, Jimmy, life. He said something like that. He's like, life outside of here. And he sees Beatty on the thing, on the refrigerator. That's the like, oh, maybe that's the life I could have had.
Yeah, because he knew Beatty liked him the whole time. And he was like,
maybe,
let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go.
I don't think so. I think
now.
I don't think that's
that's
what happened.
I
I don't think that's the case.
I don't think he was being an asshole to her, but
no, I don't think
he was being a pervert in Rhonda's ear. Like if you look at the scene, I'm watching this playing right now on my tablet. It looked like he whispering some crazy shit in Rhonda's ear. Like it looked crazy.
I think it's asshole behavior. If I'm going over some girl's house and I know she likes me, and he was an asshole to Perlman too. Like he's like, hey, if anything,
no, they're not at someone's house. They're at a bar, and like he's they didn't establish that they're in a relationship or anything.
Yeah, like so, what would you have liked for him to do, Jesse?
Yeah, like
for him
stop
to not be an asshole. Like, hey, Beatty, let me rub your neck, let me kiss your neck. at the bar? Like, what could he have done
Right, yeah,
to
that's a
be
good
less
question.
assholeish?
Not to openly go and flirt with somebody right in front of her where
But
she's in
how do you
view
know they
of.
was flirting? She the lawyer on the case. They was talking about
Well,
the
you
case.
said it. You said you could tell
I mean, I
it's
said it
all over.
looks. You can't hear it though. They in the bar. You can't hear what he's
So you
saying.
don't think it looks? You don't think it looks like that to her?
I know it looks crazy. It does look crazy.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying.
it looks like anything. I don't even think it's just he's going over there to talk
Nah,
to
Jack,
a person.
if you look at how close he is in her ear, like if you just watch that
Yeah,
little scene, right, it does look like, all right, bro, like you talking crazy in her ear, bro. Because
yeah,
I never
but
thought
at the end of the day, they nothing established that like
that's true.
Jimmy
That's
and
true. He
Beatty are
doesn't
now in a
owe BD
But
anything.
relationship.
at the end of the day, they're all adults, right? And I
Right.
mean, McNulty could do whatever he wants. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I don't. I think I like Beatty. I think it was a little asshole-ish of him, to be honest. Like I
But
know
I
I was
mean,
just
he
asking
don't owe her shit
to
though.
to
In
trigger you
reality,
guys.
they're not together. They
No,
had
no,
one
he
or
doesn't.
two. You know, he
He
don't owe her
doesn't.
nothing.
I don't. Okay, he doesn't. I just don't think it was the kindest thing to do. I think he knows that she likes him, and I think that he knows that she's in viewpoint right there of him seeing her
So
flirt with
should
him.
he have not even walked over to Rhonda? Is what you're saying? Like he shouldn't even walked over there because Beatty's there. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and leave Rhonda alone too, man. Where you going?
Why?
She's asking you, what do you want? What do you want? You want a girlfriend? Am I your
Why?
girlfriend? And he's like, get me an Advil. I just had 13 Jamesons. Like,
14.
I think relationships are more
14.
complicated than that, though. To be honest, I don't know, man. I I mean, to be honest, Beatty is I think is prettier than Rhonda personally, but I don't know what.
Yeah,
I mean,
But you
for
don't think
sure.
that was a little bit asshole-ish of Jimmy when she's like, what are you looking for, Jimmy? And he's like, leave me alone. I told you I'll get back with my wife.
oh yeah, no,
Well, I
that's
mean,
definitely asshole. Is that
but like he
for
said,
sure.
for the kids, it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Yeah.
I
Um.
don't know.
I'm
I don't.
McNulty's second biggest supporter. Let me just say that.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
I
the
know.
second biggest McNulty supporter.
And when we started off the podcast, I was a big Jimmy fan. And McNulty is still the driving force behind the show. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
for
the
sure.
most passionate detective. Without Jimmy, this show doesn't happen. I guess in sobriety and getting older, I kind of realized like people's emotions count for something, and
Mhm.
Jimmy doesn't really take that into accountability. Watching it like through softer eyes, I would say.
Yeah, of course he has
Um,
flaws though, but that kind
He
of brings me
doesn't.
back to what I'm
He
saying about Marty Supreme, which is I think when characters have flaws, it makes them more interesting because it's relatable. We can all relate to having flaws like that,
oh
he
and
yeah,
it
doesn't
I
makes them
just
take
more like
anybody's
accurate.
and
emotions into consideration until season 4, which is Beatty
yeah,
and the kids.
and I mean everyone in the show has flaws, right? And I mean, but that's what our podcast is about, calling them out on their flaws too, right? So I'm just
I,
calling out Jimmy on I
I
think bullshit
gotcha.
behavior.
No, I gotcha.
But I did change my top three though, Leland, from when we started the podcast. I think it's
Who's
Who is
your
it now?
top three now?
Avon, Bubbles, and Omar.
Damn,
Okay. Huh.
interesting.
And
So yeah.
Avon is as bad as I think he is. Like he's not. He does do stuff like Marlo that we let go. Avon knows who he is.
Yeah,
Just a
facts.
gangster, I suppose.
There's a
Avon
self
is like
awareness there.
Avon's very self aware, which makes the character kind of like uh admirable itself. You know.
Who
I hear
is
that.
my top 3 now that the season 2 is coming to an end? It's probably definitely still Omar. Bubbles, maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about that. I had an answer by the end of this episode. Let me think, because I want to put Frank Sobotka in there. Like after finishing season 2, like I'm like when Jack first said that when we started, like I as much as I've seen season 2, I was like, damn, that's an interesting pick for your top 3 in the
I think
whole.
my favorite character is
Who? Well, we know. I mean, but who?
He didn't even have to say. He was like, mic drop. I'm out. McNulty, baby.
You know it's McNulty. You know.
I think
We
my favorite character is Fitzhugh, who's talking to Daniels over here, and he's bringing up the what happened basically with Ernest Kutris.
which
And
is kind of what we. So we I mean, I think I covered it right. What they said.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
Yeah, he
that he
said.
basically.
I wanted to give the dialogue though.
go ahead.
Um,
Mm,
and he said, let me see. He said the leak wasn't your people. When I called around looking for info on your target, I used the Fedcom software. You know, I thought I was talking to some fucking San Diego. The 911 boys in DC. I'm guessing Vondopolis or the Greek was an asset to them, hooked up like that, or whoever knows what. That's what he said.
wow.
So,
Yeah, man. They fucked up. It's also a theme that Daniels is always like being let down by his coworkers, whether it's Fitzhugh or Landsman in the previous episode. It's like everyone's always letting him down,
he
and
does
like
look disappointed in Fitzhugh when Fitzhugh tells him. It's like,
yeah, and Daniels is just like, God damn it. But Fitzhugh's also it wasn't his fault. Everybody was
yeah, he
completely
didn't know.
duped by this guy, you know. Um, but I like the what Beatty and Freeman says, Beatty's like the world keeps turning, and
Yep.
then she says, "You guys move on to something new, and no one looks back." And then they're like, "Yeah, let's count for a beer." And Freeman buys the next round, and that's kind of like the theme of all of the Wire itself is that just the world keeps turning, you know.
Yep. I'm
Um,
gonna touch on that at the end too. I got something that I want to.
Valchek keeps getting those pictures of the van, and when Valchek opens up, he's almost like he could tell, like, he didn't want Frank to die, but he's like he almost misses that like
That back and forth.
rivalry been back and forth between and it's like now that this guy is gone that he's had this beef with, it's almost like he's like, what do I do now? Like it's like this
Yep.
kind of provided some like entertainment or some spark in his life, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like what the Batman and Joker, like they need each other. He's like, I need that. They needed each other. That that two
And
alpha males rivalry.
you know what, too, Jack? That's a great point because it's the same thing with McNulty and Stringer at the end of season 3.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
needed each other.
Stringer dies. McNulty is like, fuck,
What do I
man.
got?
Fuck.
Keep in mind, guys. Hurt got fired for a camera. Valchek got away with losing a van full of coins.
Yeah, that's true.
$120,000 van. I want to say, what all did they say was in that van? I'm trying to remember. It was some shit in the van too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, seniority can play a huge difference here.
but also too, Jesse, I don't think IID got involved with the van situation. He might have felt some repercussions if if they had investigated it any, but Hurt had shit. He had the cops looking at him. He had,
Hurt
once the
thought he
mayor wasn't in the office no more, he didn't have no rabbi, because Jack, you said rabbi earlier. He didn't have no rabbi, Hurt. Season 4, when we get to Hurt in season 4,
yeah,
he's the biggest
Hurt-
crash out of season 4, bro.
he's off the chain.
He's off the chain, bro.
He's
like,
off the chain, yo. Hurt
shout out
thought
to
he
Wayne
was in the
Jenkins.
clear for a
No,
second.
not shout out to Wayne Jenkins. I'm sorry, y'all. Fuck Wayne Jenkins. Shout out to We Own This City. I'm sorry.
John Berthal.
John Berthal. Yep. So the last scene, which kind of like leads into the montage, is Nikki's leaving his motel and is getting driven by the secret. What do you call it?
Witness
Whatever,
protection
secret agent,
service,
witness
FBI.
protection agent
Yeah.
guy, and he drives him, and they go over to like the piers, and he talks to Nat, and he says like, nothing's changed. Um, he talks about like, oh, these other guys got the last shipment. He says seniority sucks. So then he says like, well, not if you're senior. And it shows like that's kind of what Nat wanted. He just wanted respect this whole time. And he
Yeah.
goes for a nice walk. And I love this last shot too because it's like kind of
Beautiful.
it's beautiful. It's like a foggy day. The car is following behind him, and he looks out at the fence. And dude, the montages rule. They're the best. More shows need to apply this. It's just showing what happens to everybody. The IBS is still
This might
there.
be the best ending montage out of the ending montage.
No,
I would agree with this. Yeah,
it's elite.
yeah,
It's
for
elite.
sure.
It's elite, bro.
The
Johnny 50 pissing on a container
yeah, and
and
flipping
then
off the
flicking him
cops.
up.
Flipping off.
Oh no, man! Shout out to our guy, man.
Yeah, it shows they're still gonna get watched, but they don't. You know, it's like different than it was before because they were always watched by like BD Russell, but there was almost like a level of camaraderie before. But now it's like, no, fuck you. Like
Yep.
now there's no love between these two people. Uh,
And
shows people like
we
Aton and
also see
Horseface.
Ziggy walking
Yeah,
down, you know, which is super sad.
just that's the
Um,
only time you see him in the finale.
yeah, R.I.P. James Ransom forever. You know, you'll live
Yeah.
forever, bro. You are immortal in the wire world, bro.
Hmm.
So
Oh, they left him out of the in memoriam for the Oscars. I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
that was lame.
no, but they left out a few people too, from what I heard. You know, I ain't
Yeah,
watching, but I caught some
James
of it.
Van Der yeah, James Van Der Beek and
That's
the other
Buddy
guy.
from Dawson's Creek, right?
Well, to be fair though, they I don't know when these things were submitted. Maybe they
Yeah,
did it
because they
before he
left
died
out
or something.
who's Buddy from the Cosby Show? Malcolm Jamal Warner, who I can't
Yeah,
even believe he's dead. I
Oh,
can't
they
even.
did leave him out. Yeah,
so
Yeah.
that's true.
So it was a few that I saw. You know, I ain't watched it obviously, but I seen online people were talking about, you know, what's up with these people, you know, that were
It
missing
was
from.
beautifully done. I heard a theory that they left out some TV people because Academy's movies, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Conan had a few good jokes I liked. I don't know. He just seemed kind of tired though. The whole ceremony just felt kind of fucking like the like half baked or whatever to me. Personally, bring back Seth MacFarlane. He was my favorite Oscars host.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Aton and Horseface are going to jail. One thing
Yep.
that I thought was incredible is that they show that they're building those condominiums
Yep.
instead of
Foreshadowing season 3.
the green, and so they basically like took their money. Clay Davis and these politicians took the money from the stevedores and basically
And do shit with it.
just they stole it and just supported this other building of the condominiums, which is going to impact their business. These
Yep.
politicians, these guys are robbing people in broad daylight and posing for photos.
What did Clay Davis say? Shit, I'll take any motherfucker's money if he
Yeah,
giving it away.
yeah, yeah. He's that was so we see him doing that. Then also Beatty's like back to her old route, but no
That's the
more.
scene I was talking about, Jack. She looks so sad
Right,
looking
her
at
old
Frank,
friend
looking at
isn't
that
there.
door,
Well, for a
knowing that
split
he's
second,
not in
she's
there.
ready to. For a split second, she's ready to banter with Frank, and then she
Yeah,
Right.
realizes there's no Frank, and
he's
And
not
it's sad
there.
because it's like they definitely they had a camaraderie or a level of
They did.
friendship, and it's like the show shows how like there's that dissolving of trust or friendliness, like how they talk about it in the next season between like police and the people that they look over. How come there's no more of that like friendly cop that we see, like in that this kind of shows now. Like I said, there's nothing but contempt between the stevedores and the police.
Yep.
um and also Lester is like putting everything away in a box.
Yep.
It says Port Investigation 2003.
2003. Yep.
All this manpower and energy and all these lives that were impacted
Throw it
and
in a
all every
box.
it's all going into a box which is
Throw
going
it
to
in
be
a
put
box.
into fucking somewhere down in the inventory somewhere. Like it's crazy,
And it
that's where everything
shows,
goes.
shout out to my boy, the best dressed person in the show, obviously, Frog,
Yeah, he's just hassling some old lady. That
Shout
was
out to
funny.
my boy Frog.
They
Also too,
close
it looks
turn
like
where he said Freeman turns off the lights too, like he's like turning, just saying goodbye to this case.
and it looks like everybody on the docks now is like a drunk almost kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's tough. You see the blue magic, him shaking it up, showing that it's pure. And
Mm-hmm.
then even with the case being closed, you still see that nothing changes because you see
Right.
the girls are still being. This is what I was talking about earlier, Jack.
Yeah.
You see the girls are still being trafficked. You see that unbelievable amounts of drugs are still being pushed. Okay, you see contraband is still being moved. So what do these arrests and these cases even solve? Crime is never going to stop.
No.
You
Well,
try
it's
to
also
regulate
just
it.
like all these people's lives were negatively affected. I mean, like they cleared the case of who did the murders, but these murders still happened, and the people that were responsible got away.
Yep.
And so it's like Yeah, in essence, it's like nothing really of significance was accomplished, and not much changes. Just the people and the names change, you know.
That's it.
Um, and even like it sets up the rivalry or the conflict between like Bodie and Poot and the Prop Joe people, and everything just kind of keeps going, man. And yeah, I love that montage of shots of the
Beautiful, bro.
cinematography was phenomenal, of random like of just like establishing shots. Of some of it were beautiful, like this shot right
Yep.
here, literally at dusk. um just all these beautiful outdoor shots of showing like the urban environment and decay. All
Hmm.
these things are like rusting, and then they do like a cool little. I love this like pan, like hold on one second. Let me get to that. If I can see how it all just like transitions,
I
and then
love it. I
you
love it. It's so
that
beautiful. It's beautiful.
yeah, that little zoom that they do almost like in Jaws, where you see Nicky like looking out and he realizes like he's about to say goodbye to this life forever,
Yep.
and he can't handle it almost. It's his whole life. All he's known is like working on the
Dogs.
docks, and he's about to just say goodbye, and he walks off, and that's how season 2 ends. And that's been another season of Wiretap Truths.
Fucking phenomenal, Jack, bro. Appreciate you, bro. All
You
of
as
the
well,
research
sir.
stuff you do for being our narrator, bro. It's
You as
phenomenal. You do
well.
a good job, bro. But there's no way that you can conclude season 2 and be like, oh no, this shit is bad.
No, it was.
I don't want to watch season 3. I don't
It's
get
like dude, it's like
I
it's
don't get
showing
that.
like filet mignon and being like, who eats this shit? It's like, what are you talking about? Do you not
Like
like art? How do you not?
it's now that we're finished with season 2 and we're transitioning to season 3 in the next week, 2 weeks, however long before we shoot our first episode of season 3. Season 2 was so fucking good, Jack.
Yeah, man, it really was. It really
Like
was perfect.
we deemed it the funniest season. We deemed it the best shot season. The season that has the most seeds for the rest of the whole series. Like, I just don't know. And I hate ranking the seasons, but I just don't know how people can't
No,
appreciate
for sure.
season
Oh,
two.
it's fantastic.
It's fucking phenomenal. It's a 12 out of 10 season.
It's
There is
it's like it's pure art, man.
it
And
is. It's
also to
beautiful.
Michael B. Jordan, no hate between us, bro. I think you're a great actor. Please come do the podcast. You're a great actor. Personally, I think you should have won the Oscar for like Fruitvale Station. That was a great movie. But Sinners and all the other movies were really good. So go watch that and go support movies in the theaters.
Yeah.
Go support the movie theaters out there because
No, for sure.
they need our love and our money. So that's my
For
closing
sure.
message.
For sure. No, I appreciate you. Jack, I'm gonna go through these shout outs and I'm gonna let you close out with your comedy info where people can reach you and book you and stuff like that.
I'm getting allergies.
Yeah, no, it's coming, bro. I saw today the pollen out here in
Yeah, it's
Georgia. I was
bad.
like, oh, shit. We got
Hmm.
pollen coming? Oh shit. Okay then. Let me load up on my
Yeah, no, it's
medicine.
shitty right now.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do our shout outs to conclude the show. We always shout out our behind the scenes support system, which is Miss Donna Adrian Gibson, who is our executive producer of our podcast, Miss Debbie Young, who was the head makeup artist for The Wire for 5 seasons, as well as Kurt Burke, who runs the biggest Facebook Wire group and the biggest Twitter Wire page. They both got thousands of members, and all three of them do a phenomenal job at showing us support, reposting our stuff, helping us with guests. So the three of you all, we will always show you all love and honor you three. We appreciate you all supporting what we're trying to build here in this Wire footprint. So thank all three of you all. We love all three of you all so much. Let's start with Mr. Kamal Smith, who opened the Wire. He has a YouTube page at DRAHCIRTV. Julito McCullum, who played Naaman, you can reach him at I am Julito on Twitter. He has the Wire hoodies, and then he's got an album out as well called 33 Summers, if I'm not mistaken. Chris Clanton, who plays Savino, you can reach him through IG and his book, The The Law to Finesse and Me is on Barnes and Noble. I'm not sure if he has it on Amazon or not. I need to call him and see what's up with his books. I know he's writing another one too. So shout out to Savino. Maestro Harrell, who played Randy, he's got a YouTube page at Maestro Harrell, and he does a Wire Wednesday every Wednesday where they'll stream and talk about The Wire, stuff like that. Nakia Dillard, who was in season 3 of The Wire, he has an acting master class. You'll see that link in the description as well. Mr. Alonzo Wilson, who was behind the scenes. What is his title, Jack? I always forget it. I can never remember. Is it costume
designer?
Costume designer. Alonzo Wilson, he has a nonprofit organization, smprise.org. Please support him. Miss Amanda Johnson, who was the assistant costume designer on The Wire for 5 seasons. She can be reached at amandajohnsonstudio.com. She's got a boutique and an art gallery in Delray Beach. Mr. Andre Severino, who was the police consultant on We Own This City. He's the reason that the show was so authentic in terms of some of the police feedback and the police interactions. He can be reached at his Silverback Chronicle podcast online. He also podcasted with John Bernthal on his podcast for a few episodes, so he's really connected. Shout out to Trey Shaney, who played Pooh on The Wire. ShaneyWay.com. You can reach his music, his merch, his apparel, and his body fragrances. You also have, who we just interviewed recently, Mr. Greg Williams, who played Detective Crutchfield. He can be reached at youtube.com, Greg Williams. And then you can book him for voiceovers at the website. Let me find it. thegregwilliams.com. So that's where you can book him for any voiceover work, and you'll see all of those links in the description below once we post this video. We want to say please like, share, subscribe, comment, Wiretapped Truths. We have surpassed 153,000 views. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be, I don't know, near 160,000 views as a channel. So we're pushing right along. Trying to think anything else that we are forgetting. We've got some good character analysis series that we're going to roll out at some point in time. We don't know when, but we're definitely going to roll out a character analysis series for you all. We've got Jack shooting his top 10 cold opens that we'll be shooting probably in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then more interviews, probably do our second version of Wiretapped Truths, Fallen Angels, Fallen Soldiers, for people that actually passed in the wire. We've had a few since we did our last one, so we'll probably do a part 2 of that and a part 2 of Wiretapped Truths Jeopardy. So we appreciate all the love. I'm going to let our comedian and narrator take us out. He's going to give you his comedy information, how you can book him, his shows he's got coming up, and that'll be in the description as well.
I got 2 roast battles coming up, and April 11th, Broadway Comedy Club. I will be there. I'm going to try to get some footage, put it on the tapes, put it on the gram, get followers, and become rich and famous and happy and successful and fucking all that shit. So have a great night. My name is Jack Simmons. Peace out.
Yes, thank you so much, Jack. We appreciate you, bro. Again, it's been another great episode. We bringing Wiretapped Truth Season 2 to a close, and we will be shooting Season 3 coming soon. We're going to take a little break over the next week or so. I know it's my wife's birthday. Jesse has some traveling I think he's doing, so we will be shooting in the next 2 weeks, probably picking up on the Season 3, Episode 1 very soon. So we appreciate all the support. Again, our support team, Miss Donna Adrian Gibson, Miss Debbie Young, Mr. Kirk, we love all 3 of you all. We honor all 3 of you all. We appreciate all the support for our channel. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. It's been another episode, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.